Westminster City Council has been slammed for offering new citizens an option to not shake hands with the opposite sex at their citizenship ceremony.
The Central London Council offers an option for new British citizens to say whether they'd like to shake hands with a dignitary, and it seems they can change their answer depending on whether that dignitary is a man or a woman.
Quite incredible. Well, to tell us more about this story, we're joined by GBNews reporter Charlie Peters. This may come as a shock to quite a lot of people.
Yes, I think so as well, Emily, because the option that they're putting forward on this online form is, I would prefer not to shake hands with the opposite sex. And that is for this citizenship ceremony, a ceremony you have to take within 3 months of being offered the opportunity to become a British citizen. As you can see on your screens now, they ask, do you want to shake hands with the dignitary at the ceremony? And this option on Westminster City Council's website saying that I prefer not to if they're from the opposite sex. Now, when I went to the Home Office for a question about this process, they told me last night that they'd gone to that local authority, Westminster, and told them to amend the option. But then this morning, I heard in a statement from Westminster City Council who told me that this is a standard part of their form and that as part of their citizenship ceremony service, we offer a range of options to ensure we cater to everyone, including faith and cultural groups and people with health conditions and disabilities. Now, we understand that this option was previously not present when the council was under Conservative control, but the option to reject a handshake based on your gender preferences was reintroduced when Labour took power last May. As you can imagine, this has sparked quite a big debate online. People are asking, should a handshake be a mandatory part of acquiring your citizenship? Should you be able to say no to shaking the hands of a woman and still become a British citizen? Well, in 2018 in Denmark, they did actually make it mandatory in order to become a Danish citizen. The integration minister at the time said that she made the move to prevent members of a group called Hizb ut-Tahrir, an Islamist group, from becoming Danish citizens because she knew that they would not want to shake hands. And I think it's worth noting that in the last few months, the British government has actually prescribed that group. So should Britain do the same? Should we have an obligation, a mandatory obligation to shake hands with the opposite sex to become British? What do you two think?
Charlie, it's extraordinary. Can we get that statement up again that you've just got in today from Westminster Council? There's a line in it that I find absolutely extraordinary, saying, we offer a range of options to ensure we cater to everyone. Now, presumably by everyone, they mean misogynists.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it could mean there are certain Orthodox members or traditionalists from certain faiths, say those from Jewish or Muslim backgrounds who don't agree with the prospect of shaking hands with a woman.
Charlie, correct me if I'm wrong, but in order to become a British citizen, you need to sign up to a certain set of British values.
There's an oath.
They include tolerance, respect, and frankly, I don't think that either of those values is commensurate with refusing to shake a woman's hand.
And that is very much the criticism that we've seen across this story this morning. Sir John Hayes, a senior Tory backbencher, saying to me that if you are going to become a British citizen, it's a poor way to start by almost rejecting half of the population right from the start.
And we're offering it. We're saying, or at least this council is, we're saying, oh yes, you don't need to have to shake the hands of someone from the opposite sex, or you don't have to touch a woman to be a British citizen. I mean, I find it thoroughly offensive that we would allow this to even be an option. Does it look like this is going to change then?
Well, the Home Office have made that order to Westminster City Council to make an amendment to their webpage. Looking behind at the other options available to other local authorities, it does appear that you can say no to a handshake, but potentially the mistake or the overstep that's been made by Westminster City Council in this particular case is that they are explicitly saying that you can reject that handshake on the basis of someone's gender. As one person told me this morning, a GB News viewer said, they're saying the quiet bit out loud.
Yes, exactly,
Well,
Charlie.
Here's a policy for any party that wants it. It's
Exactly.
one for me, from me for free. Any party that wants to take this up, don't give them an option of man or woman. Don't give them the option of handshake or not. You have to shake the hand of a woman if you want to become a British citizenship. How about that?